We have discussed that future value is the value of money in the future, which is actually the sum of the principal amount that we have invested and the interest that we have earned. So, if we keep on earning interest, our future value will keep on increasing. If we are earning this interest using simple interest, then certainly the value of money will increase accordingly. And if we are using compound interest, then the change in the value will be according to that. Now, the amount of interest that we earn every year is added in the present value and its future value is calculated. So, there can be two ways of looking at it, that once we calculate the amount of interest and then we add it back in the principal amount to get the future value. And or we can directly apply some formula and calculate the future value. Similarly, we can calculate the present value. We discussed it earlier that although present value is the value today, so there is no question that why we need to calculate the value. 100 rupees today is equal to 100 rupees today. But when we refer to the present value, it is always with reference to a future amount. So when we say that I need to calculate the present value, it is to be calculated because an amount in the future is given to us. And we need to take it back to the present and see that what is the worth of that amount today. So when we are calculating the present value with reference to a future value, we need to deduct the amount of interest that is there in the future value, because we say that future value is nothing but principal plus interest. So if we are going back from the future to the past or to the present, we need to deduct the interest that is there in the future value from it to get the present value. So if we are given an amount in the future and we are asked to calculate its present value, then we can calculate it simply by calculating interest separately and deducting it, or we may use a formula in finance to get this present value. And similarly, if we are given a present value, we can calculate its future value. And again, we may apply a formula which is given to us, or we can separately calculate the value of interest, the amount of interest, and add it in the present value and see that what is the future amount, which we'll practice later on. But future value with reference to present value is actually the sum of the principal amount and the interest that is earned. So as I've mentioned that we may add the interest separately, calculate the interest on one side and see how much interest is there, and then add it in the principal amount and see what is the amount that we'll get in the future. Or in one go, using a formula, we may calculate the future value, because in finance, the calculations that we make are, at times very tedious, very laborious. And that is the reason why the experts have devised various formulae that actually help us reduce our calculations. So instead of calculating the interest every year and then adding the total amount and subtracting the sum, or adding the sum and an amount to get the future or present value, what we do is that we apply a mathematical formula, and that mathematical formula easily gives us the present value or the future value. Again, it is very important to remember that while we are learning the mathematics of finance, we are not getting into its real applications, which will be there in the other topics of financial management. But here, what we need to remember is that just the calculation and how it is actually done using a formula or without a formula. Now, if you have a look at this, you can see that present value is calculated by subtracting the interest from the future value. And with reference to our previous discussions, we have said that this interest is assumed to be there in that future value. So if I say that I'll get 100,000 rupees a year from now, so why we assume that there is some interest in that? The reason is that 100,000 rupees 1 year from now are Actually, not today. So we have to wait to get that 100,000 rupees for 1 year. Meaning that if I have got 100,000 rupees today, that is not the same as 100,000 rupees a year from now. यानी मुझे 1 साल इंतज़ार करने के बाद जो अमाउंट मिलेगी, वो अमाउंट यकीनन वो है कि जो मैं प्रेफर नहीं करूँगा उस अमाउंट के मुकाबले में जो मुझे आज मिल रही है। और अगर आज की इस अमाउंट को, अगर हम इसे दूसरे तरीके से देखें कि अगर आज की इस अमाउंट को मैं इन्वेस्ट कर दूं, तो क्या 1 साल बाद ये अमाउंट मुझे 100,000 ही मिलेगी? द आंसर इज नो. एंड दैट इज वाई व्हेन वी से दैट देयर इज अ फ्यूचर वैल्यू, there is always an element of interest assumed to be there in that future value. So, what we do is that if we have a future value, we'll calculate interest on that future value, deduct it out of that future value to see that how is the value at present, and that is the current or present value. And similarly, when we are going back referring to the future value, we always assume that if it will be kept, there will be interest that we can earn. Somebody may argue that if we put the money in a locker or in a safe, would it increase? No. The answer is that it is assumed that in financial management we behave rationally. And rational behavior means that we would always try to increase our returns and profits. So, as a finance expert, we would never like to hold cash without investing. So, putting your money in a safe, putting your money somewhere without investing is not a question in financial management. That is, the future value will always be greater than the present value because the money will always be invested at a certain rate of interest, and some interest that will be earned will increase its value.